something about freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And पहले भी आपने कहीं पे एक statement दिया था about freedom of speech कि अगर fully 100% freedom of speech हो तो it's not right. Some context to that. You said something similar, right? I don't remember exactly what you said. I was reading about it. On the freedom of speech, you spoke about it. So I want to ask you कि India में freedom of speech है? Do you feel so? Absolute 100%.
देखिए, absolute freedom of speech does not exist. It's only an abstract norm. In no society is there an abstract absolute freedom of speech.
Even in America?
Even in America, for that matter. And there are cycles. There are cycles politically, sociologically. And through those cycles, freedom of speech emerges or doesn't emerge. But, my own belief really is that with freedom comes a degree of responsibility.
Okay.
Now, does freedom of speech means that, we can spew venom, hatred against others? No. Freedom of speech doesn't mean that, of course, I have the right to criticize. I may criticize the policies of the government. I may be a political, means anybody who exercises their freedom of speech may be either on the side of the ruling government. It may be against. But you have to exercise freedoms in a responsible manner. And it's
kitna vague hai. Responsible manner is so vague because what is responsible according to you might not be responsible according to me or someone else.
I completely agree.
Kitna subjective hai. Then how do we?
Of course, it is subjective. Yes, of course, it is subjective, and therefore, it is. I think also responsibility is a part of something which is innate to citizenship. We have to decide what is responsible in our time, in the place where we are, in our own locality, in the neighborhood, based on the audiences to which we speak. What you speak, say, in a classroom, in the law, may not be necessarily responsible when you're talking to a very, a very sensitive audience.
True.
So responsibility, of course, you're right, is a matter of subjectivity. But there are certain clear-cut lines which we should not cross.
Like?
For instance, in India, we must accept the fact that we are a plural nation.
What do you mean?
A nation of diverse religions, a nation of diverse cultures, diverse regions. And the strength of India lies in our diversity. And therefore, we are not a monolithic civilization. We are an old civilization. But we are a civilization which has been enriched by people from different parts. And therefore, when we exercise our right to speak about others, you must be conscious that everyone has a rightful place in this nation.
Fair.
Yeah. So now the law doesn't intervene in everything. For instance, the law may make a criminal offense if you, create enmity between religious groups, or if you say something which is bordering on or which is obscene. So the law has some clear-cut categories. But all this, I accept, is now under very severe and serious strain, particularly in the age of social media.
Yeah.
Because